Moving on to the next big story, amid New Year celebrations, a horrific case of hit and run has been reported in the national capital. A 23-year-old girl was on her way when her scooter was hit by a car. The victim's body was then entangled in the car's wheel and dragged for more than 10 kilometers. You heard that right. For more than 10 kilometers, the woman's body was under this car. The victim's body was dragged from Sultanpuri to Kanjhawala in Delhi before it fell off on the road. Reportedly, 5 occupants of the car, all men, did not realize that a body was trapped under the wheels after the hit and run, and they kept on driving and dragging the victim. The body of the victim was found naked on the road. When the police finally reached the spot, the Delhi police is under fire for not acting on time. Eyewitnesses claim to have called the cops before they eventually took it seriously. And there was no reported immediate action by the police. So here is what happened. This is the sequence of events in the wee hours of Jan 1st when this accident happened. At around 3:20 a.m., an eyewitness says he saw a body being dragged by a car and he informed the cops. At 3:34 a.m., 14 minutes later, CCTV cameras around Sultanpuri captured this Baleno dragging a body which can be seen under the wheels of the car. At 3:53 a.m., another 20 minutes later, Sultanpuri SHO noticed a mangled scooter during a night patrol. And only by 4:11 a.m., cops received another call about a woman's body lying naked on the road, after which they have taken it seriously. While there are questions on the police inaction, the Aam Aadmi Party has also raised another allegation that one of the accused is a BJP corporator and therefore was being shielded because of his political affiliation.
सुल्तानपुरी का स्टेशन है, पुलिस स्टेशन, जिसके अंदर आरोपी मनोज मित्तल बंद है और अब तक दिल्ली पुलिस और एलजी साहब की नींद नहीं खुली। उन्होंने ये नहीं बताया कि इस केस के अंदर लीपापोती क्यों की जा रही है, उस बच्ची को इंसाफ क्यों नहीं मिल रहा, क्योंकि इस पुलिस स्टेशन के बाहर जिस दरिंदे का होर्डिंग लगा हुआ है, आप देख सकते हैं, उसके ऊपर लिखा हुआ है मनोज मित्तल, जो कि आरोपी नंबर 5 है और इसी थाने के अंदर बंद है।
जब वो घटना हुई, क्या उनको मालूम था, पुलिस वालों को मालूम था क्या कि ये लोग बीजेपी के लोग हैं या एलजी साहब के लोग हैं? किस तरह की बातें करते हैं, ये किस तरह की राजनीति कर रहे हैं? अपने स्कोर सेटल करने के लिए एलजी साहब के साथ जिस प्रकार का भाषा का प्रयोग किया जा रहा है, जिस प्रकार की राजनीति की जा रही है, वो निंदनीय है।
Let's also take a look at who all was in the car that dragged the woman mercilessly for over 10 kilometers. Man named Deepak Khanna, who's an auto driver. Amit Khanna, who works in a bank reportedly. Man named Krishan, who works in a Spanish culture center. Mithun, who's a hairdresser. And Manoj Mittal, who's a ration dealer as per information. But this is the man who's also a BJP member. If you notice, all young men under 30, God only knows what was going on in that car, in what state they were in, that they did not even realize that they've dragged this woman for kilometers at end. So the big debate that's now coming in, will justice be ensured? Because there are questions that have been raised both on the police's immediate inaction and on the political affiliation.
सारी तरह के एविडेंस कलेक्ट किए जाएंगे, जो फिजिकल एविडेंस हैं, ओरल एविडेंस हैं, या जो सीसीटीवी बेस्ड जो एविडेंस हैं, सारे एविडेंस के आधार पर एविडेंस कलेक्ट करने के बाद हम जो अभियुक्त हैं उनको कड़ी से कड़ी सजा दिलवाएंगे।
मेरे पे एक ऑर्डर था, मैंने उसको क्लियर करने के बाद मैंने पुलिस को इन्फॉर्म करा। 2 पुलिस वाले मुझे जाते हुए दिखे, उन्हें मैंने इन्फॉर्म करा कि सर ऐसे मैंने वारदात देखी है।
पुलिस का क्या रवैया था, पुलिस ने क्या कहा आपको?
उन्होंने ये बात बोली थी कि तेरे तो नहीं लगी, मगर नहीं थी, बाकी हम देख लेंगे।
क्या किया है एलजी साहब ने पिछले 1 साल में, जब से वो एलजी बने हैं, दिल्ली की महिलाओं को सुरक्षा देने के लिए? उनको सिर्फ एक काम है, अरविंद केजरीवाल के काम को रोको।
हर चक्के पे पुलिस रह रही है, ट्रैफिक पुलिस वाले रहते हैं, नाइट की भी पुलिस की ड्यूटी होती है, तो ये सारे कांड हो क्यों रहे हैं?
जब तक पुलिस पूरा भरोसा न देगी, उन्हें अरेस्ट करने का उधर फांसी नहीं चलेगा, जब तक यहाँ से पब्लिक हट नहीं सकती।
Going across to Anuja Kapoor, who is the BJP spokesperson, joining us. I'm also joined by Priyanka Kakkar of the Aam Aadmi Party. Priyanka, I start with you. You've alleged that there was an initial go slow and some sort of a shielding that was being given to the accused in this case because one of them is from the BJP. On what basis are you making that charge?
Good evening, Shivani. We've already released the posters that were outside the police station Sultanpuri, which show that Mukesh Mittal is a BJP member. Also, you see, initially the police gave two very glaring and absurd statements. One was the police ruled out any sexual assault before the post-mortem report. And secondly, the police was defending the accused, saying that the music was so loud so as to not be able to hear a body stuck under the vehicle.
But is that a defense? There can be no defense to what happened. The police may have just been outlining the sequence of events or what was the situation at that time. Why do you consider that a defense?
No, Shivani, when you are without the investigation is over and you give such statements, these are absurd statements. It is to shield somebody, and it is only after the huge media and political pressure both that the forensics were sent to the spot after nearly 48 hours. I don't know how much evidence would be preserved after 48 hours. When, you know, and Shivani, it is unfortunate that after every incident, we will sit here and do a debate. But you and I, we both live in Delhi, and we know that the situation of law and order has been going from bad to worse. The LG is either seen taking the credit or obstructing the work.
No, I'll come to the LG issue in just a bit. No, you're mixing two issues. Even on the LG issue, an allegation has been made that you are basically settling scores with the LG, but I'll come to that in just a bit. On the issue of the BJP person being one of the accused, let Anuja respond to this. That initially the police was seen... One second, I'll come to that. That the police were seen can be accused of making alibis, I would say, not defenses, but alibis for the accused on how they happened to drag a woman's body for over 10 kilometers, which they've accepted today. The police initially said 4 kilometers. So was there an attempt by the police to tone down the severity of the crime and just tone down the extent of the crime that took place?
Shivani ji, to start with, I would just say that I share my deepest condolences to the family of the deceased, and BJP stands in solitude with the family at this time of grief. But I also put forward that during this time of grief, my friend, who is an Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson and an MLA, Saurabh Bhardwaj, did a very dirty politics, and they themselves proved that they are the people of politics. They do not realize that they are doing a politics on the death of the mothers. Imagine the daughter who has died on Sunday, on New Year's Eve. Now, when we talk about the politics and the problem what they are saying, we have never said that we are standing with any XYZ BJP person or not. This is not related to the BJP person is there or not there. We are trying to say that we stand with the victim family, and the victim family, whoever is the culprit. Please listen again, whoever is the culprit, irrespective if there are the officials, police officials who are trying to, if you say that they are incompetent, the LG Saab has said that, they will be taken care of, they will be thrashed, and as well as all the people, all these 5 accused will not be spared. There is in section 216 in CRPC.
Anuja, I know.
Just a second, Shivani.
What is your particular response on the BJP connection that has come to light? Now, it's a very serious allegation to make that the police went slow or tried to shield the accused because there was one BJP person.
Shivani ji, there is nothing to put it forward. Even I think the media has also
standard operating procedure
has been done. And there has been murder charges. I think that was also been stopped by the police, that please do not create this kind of a ruckus statements, and this create a riots. And if this is what media also wants, but BJP has no connect. BJP has nothing to do with this. BJP is saying that we stand with victim.
Okay, one second.
There is a person or not. We are not connected with the accused. We are not with the accused in any form.
What action have you taken against the police?
Person or not?
Okay.
And madam, I would like to put one more thing for you. The person, thank you so much for Tihar jail, what you have done as a Aam Aadmi Party. Because of you people have no fear of law. You guys have used POXO
rapist for the,
Madam, don't divert the issue
yourself,
with your
lies.
Madam, you call yourself a lawyer.
Is in the jail and you have not sacked him. So don't tell BJP people what they are doing or not. I am sorry for telling you, you sack Satendra Jain first, you sack Amar Abdullah first, you sack Kailash Gehlot first.
Okay,
so
1 second.
Don't put fingers on BJP and telling what we have done or not.
1 second. I'll come back to the politics of this in just a bit. 1 second. Is this case, 1 second, ladies, 1 second. Is this case being used for utter and sheer politics in the national capital? I'll come back to our political representatives in just a bit. I've got some update as far as this hit and run case is concerned. Home Minister Amit Shah, under whom the Delhi police comes, has sought a report on the incident. He has also instructed senior Delhi police officer Shalini Singh to prepare a report soon and take appropriate action. My colleague Siddhant is joining us. So Siddhant, exactly what is the kind of report that the Home Minister has asked for? Is it on what really transpired? Was there any delay as far as police action in this case is concerned?
Well, look, prima facie, in fact, what our reporters are also reporting, there are a lot of lapses as far as policing is concerned. Because mostly, every year, in fact, the nakabandis and bandobast increases 2 days before the New Year's. So, the question goes out for the local police stations, the PCR vans, for that entire pack, at the same time pickets, the cops on the pickets, that what were they doing? Weren't they aware about anything of this sort happening? What were the patrolling vehicles doing? So, there are a lot of, prima facie, there are a lot of loopholes. If we follow the entire chronology and the sequence of events, and this is perhaps the reason that Union Home Ministry has already expressed has asked for a report from the local DCP, and in fact, on the basis of that report, necessary action would be taken in this entire matter. Also, the accused have already been arrested.
Yes.
Now it's time for jawabdehi. It's time for accountability of cops.
Of the cops.
And this is the reason that this report has been sought by Union Home Ministry, and we have also been assured that necessary action would be taken because it was not a normal night. It was not an ordinary day. It was
New Year's Eve, and therefore there is greater deployment
yes.
of the forces and the police on the streets. I do thank you, Siddhant, for joining us. I want to quickly go back across to our guests. Priyanka, I'm coming to you. Now the question of the LG. The fact that the Aam Aadmi Party has come out on the streets, has gherao the LG's office, etc., all of that smacks of the fact that you have been very quick to politicize this issue. Because you have an axe to grind against him, and because he's been very, very, vocal, and also he has done a lot of action and investigation against the Aam Aadmi Party government.
Shivani, if this is politicization of the issue, then I stand by it, Shivani, because, these incidents are on the rise only in Delhi. You and I will both agree on it. It's not gone down. It is the LG's job to maintain law and order. It is the Honorable Home Minister's job to look at the law and order in the country. This party is perpetually in election mode and not governance mode.
No, all of these things you say, they smack of politics.
Shivani,
that the party is forever. Important. 1 second, the party is forever in election mode. What does that have to do with Delhi policing? The LG is not a political campaigner.
Who is to look at the governance? Who is to look at the law and order in the city? It's been on a decline. The NCRB data says that it is on a the question ideally, Shivani, has to be asked of the BJP. You cannot always put a party which does not have law and order under its control to be held accountable.
Nobody is asking the questions of the Delhi government. You've made it very clear that you're not responsible for law and order in the city. But my question is that the speed with which, even before the country can digest the news of what has taken place, you've been out on the streets, you've hit the streets, and you've made it completely political.
I am very sorry to say this, Shivani, that investigation has to be quicker than 48 hours. After we went on the street, did the forensic team come on the spot? This investigation should have happened yesterday.
That is fair enough. You should have maintained pressure on the police to do more in this case. But the fact that you dragged the LG into this is something that will, of course, beg the question if you're doing this, because the LG, particularly over the last 1 year, and especially this LG since he's taken over, particularly has been a thorn in your side.
Shivani, let me tell you the Uttarakhand case. Let me tell you of the UP case. Let me tell you of the Delhi case. Everywhere you will see that the accused belongs to the BJP.
Now
Everywhere
again,
you will see that the
now
BJP
again
coming
you
in
do
support
that.
of the accused.
No, but these are not arguments that are helping this case. It's irrelevant
Shivani,
who the accused is.
No, Shivani.
In this
I
case,
disagree
how
with
can
you.
you even argue that the accused has been shielded?
I disagree with you because it is very clear that the police, which I started with, police gave two very glaring statements in the morning, and then it was reported from 3:18 to 5 a.m. that the police was called repeatedly to ensure that justice was served.
Yeah, but they wouldn't have known who's in the car at that time when the crime wasn't even reported or the vehicle wasn't even stopped.
Shivani,
how do you know that
incorrect.
they knew this because it was the BJP person?
You are incorrect, Shivani. The crime was reported at 3:18.
I mentioned that, ma'am. Priyanka, I mentioned that in my story. My question is that between 3:18 and 4:11, when the next call, or at least the call that the police responded to, was made, there is a period, there's a lapse of 1 hour. But how can you say the police did not act in that 1 hour because they knew the BJP person was in the car? How do you know that?
Let the police make the records of the accused, phone records of the accused.
Fair enough, but that can only happen now. But how have you alleged that the police was not doing their job because of political interference?
Do you think, Shivani, that the police acted swiftly in this case? That is what you're suggesting?
No, but I don't know. I can only suggest it when I know something that has transpired. Okay, one second. You had your time. I'm running out of time. Anuja. One second. Anuja, the question of the LG, that the LG is doing everything else but focusing on the law and order situation. He should be as strong and seen to be working as strongly on the law and order situation as he is on other issues, vis-a-vis the corruption issues, etc. And I've just ran the report that the Home Minister has asked for a report. Your response to that?
I first would like to say that please, Priyanka, don't speak in between, because this is a very wrong habit of yours.
Okay, go ahead.
The first thing I would say that what has Delhi government doing?
One by one.
Post-mortem, post-mortem comes under Delhi hospital, and it is the Delhi hospital and comes under Delhi government. What have you done? The compensation. How much have you given your compensation?
No. These are not. No. These are all later questions. No. Anuja, that's not fair.
Fast track court comes under Delhi government. What have you done? Now we will be looking into. LG Sahab has already taken up the meeting with the police commissioner at 11 o'clock. They have said that we also are asking for there is a victim family who can give in government job. They have also asked that if there is any lapse from the police, they will be sacked. What have you done?
When
Delhi government has done apart from sending
law and order kiske paas hai? Shivani,
one by one. One by one.
Why are you asking questions if you don't want answers?
बहुत गलत आदत है और ये मैं सही बता रही हूँ आपको कि ये आपके लैप्स है, ये आपका लैप्स है। क्या आपका पोस्टमार्टम आपसे नहीं हुआ? आपने केजरीवाल ने एक बारी शीला दीक्षित को भी यही कहा था कि मेरे अंडर लॉ एंड ऑर्डर नहीं आता। ये बात कही थी केजरीवाल ने उन्हीं की एक ओल्ड वीडियो में। तो आप ये कहकर मुकर नहीं सकती। आपने कंपनसेशन नहीं दिया, फास्ट ट्रैक कोर्ट आपके अंदर आता है, पोस्टमार्टम आपके अंदर आता है। कितनी जल्दी आपने गठन किया, कितने आपने कंपनसेशन दिया अभी तक आपने उस लड़की को? मुझे ये बताने की जरूरत नहीं है यहाँ पर बैठकर। मुझे आप सत्येंद्र जैन को क्यों नहीं निकालती?
One second. Can I please come in? I do not want this kind of political bickering on a case like this. Let's please understand what we're discussing. Anuja, I have a pointed question to you. I think, one second. Anuja, calm down. Anuja, please calm down. I have a pointed question for you. You've said what you wanted to say. Anuja, please, I request. Anuja, please calm down and please listen to the question I'm asking you. Can I please have Anuja on air, please? Please don't indulge with each other like this. Anuja, now everybody feels that there should be some action as far as the cops here are concerned. The message needs to be sent. This was December 31st night. There is greater patrolling on that night, and yet a case like this has come to light. Surely accountability needs to be set. I don't think that's a political question.
Do you think that we are not working? Are these people arrested or not? Now 304, 304A and 279 has already been invoked.
Tell me, we are there, we are standing with the victim, and we are not politicizing. They were the ones who were politicizing it. We are standing with this. We also demand fast-track court. We demand post-mortem, and the real result, fair and just investigation should be done. It is either by LG, who has put it forward and is taking all the cognizance into it, and Amit Shah ji. We are doing our best. We will do it our best.
Okay.
Whatever it is, we will not take into things where the people are just coming and pulling it up. We will look into this matter. We are looking into this matter. And LG Saab has categorically said that whatever there is a lapse, and NCW, Rekha ji also, who's a chairperson, has also asked for demanded for the reports. We are responsible government, not unlike like Aam Aadmi Party, who see it in Punjab, what they have done and what they do it in Delhi. They cannot sack their Satinder Jain, and that is the model prison what they have made. Why would anybody would be not doing anything of this kind?
One second, I'm getting some updates. One second, Priyanka, I'll give you an opportunity. Just give me 30 seconds. We've got some more update as far as this case is concerned. CNN News 18 has accessed the FIR as far as this case is concerned. It does very clearly mention that the accused were drunk when they hit the victim's scooter and then went on to drag the woman, now as the police has said, for over 10 kilometers. So this is the big update that's coming in as far as this case is concerned. The accused have been confirmed to be drunk, at least the FIR says so, that they were drunk at the time of the accident. Frankly, that's not surprising because given what had transpired under their car, this looked like a case of drunken driving. My colleague Anshul is also joining us. Anshul, any more updates or details of the FIR?
So yes, CNN News 18 has managed to get its hand on the FIR that was initially registered by the Delhi police. In that FIR, the Delhi police is clearly stating the entire sequence of events about how the entire incident happened. So initially, SI Amit, who was on his beat, actually found a Jupiter scooty that was in accidental state, and there were no eyewitnesses at that point in time. There were no people present around it, and neither the police had any information of any injury that has been sustained by anyone. So that police officer takes that Jupiter vehicle into its custody. However, the 3 PCR calls, after a few hours after that, 3 PCR calls were received by the Delhi police, and in these 3 PCR calls, it was reported that a new dead body of a woman has been found in the Sultanpuri area, after which the police reached the spot. They took photographs. They took photographs over there and also took the dead body to the Sanjay Gandhi Medical Hospital, where the girl was brought declared dead. So these are the key issues that have been raised in the FIR. In fact, the FIR goes on to say that Ashutosh was the person who was the owner of the vehicle. In fact, the brother-in-law of Ashutosh was the owner of the vehicle, and Ashutosh took that vehicle from him at 7 p.m. on the night of 31st to celebrate New Year's with his friend. But yes, accused Deepak was the person who was driving the car at that point at which the accident happened, and also Manoj Mittal, the person whose name has been coming up the most. In fact, people from the Aam Aadmi Party has been taking his name. He was the person who was sitting on the front seat right next to the driver.
Anshul, I will leave it at that. Let me go back across for quick comments to our guests also who continue to be with us. Priyanka, my final question to you. You've raised the issues you've raised. Whether they're tenuous or not, I'm not sure. But now you must allow the police to do its investigation and show faith. And unless the investigation is going slow, politics must be kept aside of this issue.
Shivani, I will also leave it with a very brief question that, there are eyewitness accounts who have come on video and they cannot backtrack from what they've said on the camera, that they called the police thrice, that the police did not respond, that the police in the morning tried to water down the issue. They said that the music was playing. They wanted to wait. Why are you interrupting? You have a problem every time.
Priyanka, finish. I have limited time, please.
Yes. So the police did, in the morning tried to water down the issue. Why was that done? The police in the morning said that the accused were drunk or not will be seen post the MLC, whereas they were sure that no sexual assault has taken place when there was not a single piece of clothing on the woman.
The Home Minister has also asked for a report in this case, and certainly there will be expectation that accountability is set as far as the cops are concerned. I thank our guests for joining us. Time for a very short break. On the other side, the right stand.